Hi, it's Kieran Lebates here, and today I want to talk about what I think the fundamental underlying thing of blockchain really is. And it's not about decentralization or immutable ledgers or public key cryptography. These are all things that enable the fundamental thing that blockchain provides. And what I believe that thing is ownership and control over something in the digital space. So if we move for a second into the real world, if you own something, you have control over it. And ownership is something that we all see as very important in civilized society. So we have laws that guarantee or aim to guarantee that we can own the things that are rightfully ours, and we take precautions with things such as safes and locks in order to protect our possessions. And in the real world, of course, you may own something and then lose it because someone picks your pocket when you're on vacation, or because you're displaced as a refugee in a war zone and can't carry everything you own with you. So even in the real world, ownership is not guaranteed, but we make a big effort in order to enable this sort of continuity of ownership of possessions and the rightful ownership of possessions. Now, in the digital world, ownership is a bit harder to define because you have to rely on a central authority in order to keep a tally for you. For example, your bank's database or your gaming accounts, credit score, things like that. So in the real world, in the digital world, we've had to rely on these third parties. But what blockchain does is it provides the kind of ownership that we have for real physical objects. If I own a limited edition copy of a pair of sneakers, then those are my sneakers and I can keep them in my cupboard, and I know that I control them, I own them, I can decide if I want to sell them or wear them or just leave them there and do nothing with them. And this is what blockchain does in the digital space. When you own some Bitcoin, provided you've picked your private key very carefully and you look after it, you control it. And the decentralization is a safeguard mechanism to ensure that one particular party can't take over and stop you from spending your Bitcoin if you so choose. By having lots of different independent parties that are not connected, you're increasing the chance that the system will continue to run and that you'll be able to access it as and when you want. The immutable ledger, similarly, that's to stop people being able to go in and edit stuff in the past and change history. But as I said at the very beginning of this video, that's all just part of an enablement mechanism. It's not actually the core purpose or function of the system. So I hope that's given you some insight into what I think of Bitcoin and what I think of blockchain and what I think the fundamental significance is. It's about ownership and control independently of anybody else. And if you have any comments or if you agree or disagree, please feel free to leave a note below. I'll pretty sure I'll respond. And I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.